Hello, welcome back to another lesson in Vedic astrology. Today I am going to speak to you on the good and bad planets for all those people born in the ascendant of Sagittarius, also known as Dhanus Lagna or Dhanur Lagna. For all those people who are born in Sagittarius Ascendant or Dhanur Lagna, they will have this as the first house. The best way is to mark this as house number 1, or if you want to do something special in this horoscope where it catches the attention of anybody going through this horoscope, you just mark something like this, a diagonal line like this, which will reveal that this is the most important house. And once this is the first house, this is the second, third, fourth, and you reach your house number 12. So you know that Jupiter is the ruler of this house, so Jupiter rules the ascendant. Despite Jupiter ruling the ascendant, Jupiter is a neutral planet for all those people born in Sagittarius Ascendant. That is because Jupiter owns 2 houses, 1 and 4. These houses are called Kendra, and whenever a natural benefic like Jupiter rules 2 Kendras, or even 1 Kendra for that matter, it ceases to be benefic but does not become a malefic. And another reason for not terming it as malefic is because Jupiter has his Mulatrikona over here, and that is the first house, and the first house is also auspicious. So that is the reason why Maharshi Parasara has declared Jupiter as a neutral planet. And the other neutral planet for this ascendant is the moon, because the moon owns the 8th house. And the 8th house is not all that bad. The really bad houses are always the lords of 3, 6 and 11. Those are the planets that become the functional malefic. So moon is declared as a neutral. Venus, always considered the best of all planets, becomes the number 1 functional malefic, simply because Venus rules 6th house and the 11th house. And Venus has his Mulatrikona over here, and so it gives predominantly the results of the 11th. And you can see here the 11th is a bad house, also the 6th, and one planet owns 2 of these houses, whatever is given here, and that is the reason Venus becomes the number 1 functional malefic for the people born in this Lagna. The next one is Saturn, but Saturn is not as bad as Venus, but still Saturn is bad for the simple reason he rules house number 3, which is listed here, and also house number 2. You can say that Saturn is also a bad planet because he owns the 2nd house, and the 2nd house is the Marakasthana, a planet that is always associated with great trouble, high stress, risk to the physical body, and so on. So this is also a high stress planet. So these 2 are the real malefics for all the people born in Sagittarius or Dhanus Lagna. The good ones, number 1, the best of all planets for this Sagittarius Ascendant is Mars. Mars owns the 5th house and also the 12th house. You can see here we have written the lords outside the boxes so that you can actually see who are the lords. We have written it all over here. So Saturn rules these 2 houses. So Mars rules this house and this house. So Mars rules the 5th house and Mars rules the 12th house. And the 5th house is a trinal house. The lords of a trinal house is always good. It tends to do good. So don't worry about the 12th house lordship. And the 12th house lordship is not all that bad, because expenses can be also for good purpose. And it will give predominantly the result of the 5th house. The 5th house denotes a lot of good things. So therefore Mars is the number 1. Another reason for terming Mars as a very good planet is because Mars has his Mulatrikona over here. So that is house number 5. So he gives predominantly the results of house number 5. And Mars and Jupiter gets along very well. They're close, they're friendly to each other. And so that is also another reason why Mars is considered a good planet. In the same way, Sun is also a good planet, a functional benefic. simply because he rules the 9th house, a greater trine, greater than the 5th house, and the Sun also has its Mula Trikona over here. And since Sun owns only one house, so there is no more doubt about it that the Sun is definitely a good planet. And so therefore the Sun is a functional benefic, a very good graha for all those people born in Sagittarius Ascendant. The next one is Mercury. Mercury is not listed as good as these two grahas, Mars and the Sun, but Mercury is also listed as the Yogakarakas for the people born in this ascendant, mainly because he is the ruler of the 10th house and he has his Mula Trikona over here, also get exalted in the same place, so he has got a lot of hold over the 10th house, and the 10th house is usually considered very auspicious. And but he also owns the 7th house, which is also called as a Marakasthana, and it is capable of giving very high stress, and also gives also causes danger to one's life. So these are the negative points of Mercury, but predominantly Mercury gives more of good results, and therefore Maharshi Parasara has listed Mercury as a friendly planet for people born in the ascendant of Sagittarius. I hope that I have clarified your doubts on who are the good and the bad planets for all those people born in Dhanus Lagna. Some of you may wonder why Mercury got included as a good planet. Yes, at times he can give bad results, but all that depends on where Mercury is in your horoscope. If Mercury is afflicted and if Mercury is in a bad house, he may tend to give more of the 7th house results, which is the high stress and health problems, diseases, etc. But if Mercury is well placed, let's say Mercury is with a good graha, maybe a trinal planet, etc., then he will tend to give good results. So that is the reason why Maharshi Parasara has said that Mercury is a Yogakaraka planet for people born in this Lagna. I hope you enjoyed this video, and in case you have any doubts, please let me know, and whenever I find the time I'll answer them for you. Thank you so much.